Hello, I'm David.
Hi, I'm Julie.
Now we're going to do a review of Dinos Not Assembled, which is for 2 to 4 players, ages 8 and up. It takes about 30 minutes to play. This is a race game where you're trying to complete sets of fossils for 3 dinosaurs. The first one to do that wins. First I'll give an overview, and then we'll give our rating, and then our reasons for our rating. So let's take a look at what you're doing here. Each player will get a board like this and 2 starting cards. The other players won't know what you're trying to go for here, but for instance, I can complete this fossil when I get that red fossil tile, that blue one, and that other blue one. And then I have this one as well I could be working on at a time. Now, what makes it strategic is that you can only hold 4 fossils at a time. Now, you can collect more than 4 fossils. It's just that you would have to put some back in the bag. So here, and you can also get other dinosaurs that you're trying to complete skeletons of. So you can hold up to 3 at a time, and if you draw more than 3, you have to discard 1. So here's where you can get more dinosaur skeleton cards, and you'll place 4 tiles here. Now the green sides are placed face up at first, because when you grab one, that means that it could be stolen by a player. And if Julie were to steal that fossil from me, it would be flipped to red. This prevents players from stealing back and forth. The nice thing is it prevents too much take that, because if Julie steals from me, or any other player steals from me in a 3 or 4 player game, I'm protected from being stolen from again. Now if I steal from Julie, she'd be protected. I couldn't steal from her again. I would take something else other than the red fossil. Now why are there blue and reds? Well, these are more rare. These are harder to obtain. And these are easier. They're more common. And when you complete a fossil, so for instance, if I have these 3 fossils on my collection board here, I turn them in, and then I would put the Brachiosaurus right here in my area, and that's where you keep track of how close somebody is to winning. So once one person has 3, the game immediately ends. And so here are the turn sequence, the things that you can do. You could take 2 bone tiles from the dig site, and then you immediately replace them from the bag. On the first turn, you can only take 1 bone tile. So on the first turn, there's some different actions. You can steal, take 1 bone tile from another player. You cannot do that on the first turn. You can make, that means you discard bones that match the card that you're going for. You can plan, you can draw a dino card, but remember you can only have 3 cards in your hand. And then you can clear. You can replace 4 bone tiles on the dig site with 4 new bone tiles. So on the first turn, you can dig, plan, and clear. And then on second turn and the remaining of the game, you can do all 5 of these actions. So here's what some of the other tiles look like, and what some of the other cards. And those are the meeples that go with it. All right, so let's take a look at how we rated it.
Okay.
All right, Julie, how'd you rate this?
I think it's a 7.5.
Nope, it's an 8.
It's an 8?
And I'm
okay.
a 7. And we both agreed that's what we rate it when played with children.
Yes.
As adults, it's cute. We played this at Dice Tower West, maybe in 2019, it might have been, when they had the prototype. And we were concerned about the take that, but they fixed that.
Yeah.
And then we met the publisher at Gamma in 2022, and we played it there. So we're happy to own this.
Yep.
And I would use this as an educator. Let's talk about our reasons why we rated it a 7 and 8. You're first.
Okay, I think the components are quality. It's a really fun kids race game. The dinosaur meeples and the art is just so cute. The text on the cards adds some fun humor, and the playtime is really quick with 2 people.
Right, so right here it'll have little jokes. Tyrannosaurus Rex could do wheelies.
I mean, look how cute that T-Rex looks. She just looks so playful.
So the art is very much in the humorous range. Even comes with a coloring book. I don't know if all editions have that, but this one does, because this was Kickstarted. And this was invented by a mother and son team. I don't know if he was a tween or under 10 or over 12. I don't know what his age is, but he's a child. Now let's take a look at how I rated it. So it's a fun matching race game, quality components and art. It handles the take that mechanic well. Again, that was what we were concerned about most when we gave feedback on the prototype. I said, you don't really want to have a kids game where you're going to be stealing that much. Because you can be stolen from once in a two-player game, the other player doesn't do it at all, and it won't happen anymore. So some educational connections with fossils and archaeology and things like that. It's neutral in an age sweet spot. It is a children's game. Mm-hmm. You can play with younger people, but there's not enough going on here for, I don't know if a 12-year-old, a 14-year-old, a 6-year-old is going to want to play this. And I think maybe a 6-year-old could handle this.
Yeah, there's no reading.
Right. So it's one of those games that you play for a time with children when they're a certain age, and then you save it for grandchildren. Mm-hmm. So there's missed educational opportunities. I understand that there's jokes here, but it would have been better to have some more educational information about the dinosaur itself. This would be more likely to be used in the classroom if that's the case. Otherwise, right now, it's just kind of an enrichment game where you kind of expose children to archaeology and fossils and different types of dinosaurs. I could use this more with a lesson if it actually had information about it. And in the rule book, it includes silly facts. You could have included information about that as well, about the dinosaurs instead of silly facts. And then with the coloring book, it would have been ideal. I could have done a lesson around this. If you had facts around it, I could have given this to children to color or to research things and maybe have, to fill it out. But right now, it's low on the educational value, and it's too bad because it would have been easy to add in. So that is our rating of Dinos Assembled. We're keeping this in our collection.
Definitely.
Especially when there's young children at our house. And I could use this in the classroom for enrichment, but it would be hard to make a lesson around it.
Well,
all right, so thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.
All right, bye-bye.